Frequency Podcast Network. Stories that matter, podcasts that resonate.
The economy lost some jobs in January, and the 2026 Winter Games are officially open. Hi, I'm Virjesh Dave. This is Big Headlines, everything you need to know to be in the know in just 5 minutes. The January jobs report has just been released from Statistics Canada, and the economy lost jobs but still showed a lower unemployment rate. 680 senior business editor Mike Eppel breaks it all down. So how does that really work, and what does it all mean, Mike?
Rajesh, January was as choppy as expected for the labor market. We saw a decline in manufacturing jobs, a drop overall in part-time positions, and the economy lost 25,000 jobs. But there were more full-time jobs added. And because the workforce actually shrank, we saw the unemployment rate drop from 6.8 to 6.5%. January's bad winter weather likely also had an outsized influence on the number of people looking for work.
You can read the full story at citynews.ca. The rookie truck driver who drove through a stop sign in Saskatchewan and smashed into a bus carrying the Humboldt Broncos hockey team is close to being deported from Canada. Jaskirat Singh Sidhu had his latest request to stay in the country denied. His lawyer says he could be deported any day now, but they still have one last avenue to pursue, restoring Sidhu's permanent resident status.
They couldn't remove him while the trial was ongoing. Once the trial is determined, there's nothing to stop removal. So we will be trying to persuade the CBSA to hold off removal until the decision is made on the humanitarian and compassionate grounds application.
Michael Green says the deportation order could take a couple of months. Sidhu was sentenced to 8 years for the crash, which killed 16 people and injured 13 others back in 2018. Also making big headlines, investigators in Arizona are still looking for any clues in the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. The local sheriff is holding out hope.
For me, it is simply this. Somebody asked, Sheriff, how do you know, can you prove that she's alive? And I just simply turn it around. Can you prove she's not? Why would I operate from any other position?
Guthrie's family is issuing another plea to the people who may have kidnapped her from her home on Sunday, saying they're willing to talk. Federal and local investigators are also looking at a ransom note sent to media outlets and are trying to determine how genuine it is. It's a rematch. The Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots will once again battle it out at the Super Bowl at Levi Stadium on Sunday. Aside from the game, fans will be looking out for the commercials featuring so many celebrities, including Emma Stone, Bradley Cooper, and Sabrina Carpenter. And then there's the main event, the halftime show. Bad Bunny is hoping to have the crowd on its feet, dancing to the Latin beats off his Grammy-winning album DTMF. He tells ABC he's grateful for the big moment.
I feel more excited about the people than even me, about my family, about my friends, people that I know that they always have believed in me and they happy because this moment, the culture, and that's what make this show to me make it special.
The opening performances include Green Day, Charlie Puth, Brandi Carlile, and Coco Jones. It all starts Sunday evening at 6:30 Eastern, 4:30 Mountain, 3:30 Pacific. Competition is already underway at the Milano Cortina Games, but this is the day the 2026 Winter Olympics officially begin. Today's opening ceremony, to be held across 2 different cities, will be a celebration of Italian culture and the Olympic spirit, with blockbuster performances and the traditional Parade of Nations. Pop diva Mariah Carey is headlining and will also see one of the most famous Italian singers of all time, Andrea Bocelli. The opening ceremony is set to run 3 hours, starting at 2 Eastern or noon Mountain or 11 a.m. Pacific. The Team Canada contingent will be led by flag bearers skiers Mikael Kingsbury and Marielle Thompson. The IOC president has a message for everyone.
Be present and not be too hard on yourself. Things may go really well, but things may also not go so well. And just know that You should be so proud of being here.
It's Milano Cortina, both cities hosting these games, which means a lighting of the cauldrons in both places is an Olympic first. If you haven't listened yet, today on the Big Story podcast, has the PWHL changed the Olympics for good? Host Catherine Jette speaks to Daniela Ponticelli, play-by-play sports broadcaster for the PWHL.
I mean, these are now players who have access to all kinds of training and nutrition and facilities that they may otherwise not have had before this league existed.
And we're also seeing all of that shared online by the athletes themselves. So as a fan, or in my case, as a broadcaster, you have unprecedented back behind the scenes access now to a lot of these players and what it's like in the Olympic Village, and how perhaps it's the same or different to what they were experiencing, with their PWHL teams. But you said it, the resources are there. This is no longer just, okay, once every 4 years, this is our big moment to show why this is so important, to show why we need the funding. That's still there, and that's still very relevant. And this will always be an important flashpoint to garner people's attention, even if it is just for 2 weeks in February.
You can listen to the full episode wherever you get your podcasts. Well, now you're in the know. Thank you for listening to Big Headlines. Make sure you follow, share, and review Big Headlines. Enrica Amaturo is our lead producer. I'm Virjesh Dave. Have an amazing day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.